Hi everybody, new Cara Dune here. Well, I did it. I refreshed my Google and sure enough, there was another story about old Cara Dune. And so I get to put on the Cara Dune hat that makes it obvious that I'm a Star Wars Galaxy police officer. And talk about the story. It's Bill Burr. As I said in my last video about it, Bill Burr says something about maybe his story of him defending old Cara Dune had been at the top of my news feed, my Google feed, for like 2 days, and then it just disappeared. And I was like, well, maybe he's regretting that because maybe he's starting to get some blowback from that. Story appeared again, maybe fifth story down my news feed today when I refreshed, and it was Bill Burr wonders if he'll get canceled for supporting Cara Dune. Now, I didn't click the first story, I did click this one. Turns out Bill Burr's support of Cara Dune, old Cara Dune, boils down to this. If I say she's a nice person, am I going to get fired? Are they going to take my bald action figure off the shelf? So he's not really supporting her. He's just kind of, he's semi-support. Apparently he's the first other actor on the show to come out and say something about it. It's like, hey, other actors on the show, how hard is it to say we're glad that Nazi troll is off our set? You know? Like, she sounds like a really terrible person from some of the stuff she's been saying. So the fact that, yeah, they're Nazis. Bill Burr's like, I don't know, if it was overtly racist? It's like, well, yeah, maybe it was overtly racist. Maybe supporting Nazis is in itself overtly racist. So in this article I'm reading about Bill Burr, they mentioned that, or actually I went on to read the next article about Bill Burr in his Boston accent, and they mentioned that, Star Wars has these different characters. Who has accents in the Star Wars universe, and why, and what's the reasoning behind it, and the fact that Moff Gideon is black in the Mandalorian, even though the Empire is modeled after the Nazis from Germany. And it's kind of like, well, that's why you can't be a Nazi, an actual practicing modern day Nazi on the show that is supposed to be having the plot of being against these Nazi fascists. Like, it doesn't fit with the theme and the audience and the belief and the whole form of the show. So it's like, you get fired for not understanding this and being a troll. Like, anybody should be able to fire a troll, but especially a fascist Nazi troll who's supporting fascist Nazi things. So just a lesson, everybody, don't support fascist Nazi things. And Bill Burr, regarding your accent, like, you turned it into this whole thing about, well, how improbable is it that somebody's got a Boston accent? I don't know that that was the criticism, or if it's just like, dude, act. Anybody can do an accent. If that's the accent you talk with every day, and we've actually seen you, you're not like a no-name actor. People have seen you before. You're like Kathy Griffin range or whatever, you're D-list or something. It's like, but people know who you are and have heard you use that voice before. So maybe when you're in a character, do a voice, do an accent, do anything, freaking act, dude, or don't, better off don't. Like, you've had a day or two to think about it, and maybe you didn't even support her that much. Stop doubling down on it. Maybe look into it. Is it overtly racist? Can you, with the time you have on your hands, look into what these things means and what supporting Trump means? Let me just shortcut for you. Let me just cut to the chase. CPAC, where Trump spoke over the weekend, had a stage shaped like a Nazi symbol. They built a stage in the shape of a Nazi symbol. They projected that Nazi symbol on the roof of the building. And, like, I'm just suspecting, this is just hearsay, and they might have put that Nazi symbol on their cupcakes. But the stage was there. Like, it wasn't functional Nazi symbol, it was symbolic Nazi symbol. Okay? So they are Nazis. Now, are you going to accept that that means they're racist? Like, it's time to call these things what they are and call you what you are if you're supporting it. You're not just stupid, you're playing stupid. And that don't play. Like, we don't have to watch you play. Like, you don't have to be canceled. Maybe you should be allowed to say what you're saying so that people can say it, can hear it and respond to it like I'm doing now. But it's not going to fly. You're not getting anywhere with that. And no, you even said, I'm on that fucking show. And I'll take Bill Burr's place. Dude, shave my head. I'll be so much better than Bill Burr at being a whatever, convict or something. Like a refugee, fugitive. I'll be so much better I'll be better than I am as a cop. Look how good I am as a cop. you sure that's going to work out? I got a bad feeling about this. Dude, as Bill Burr, I would have like a bad feeling about this. I'd be all like, got a bad feeling about this. Dude, I got that job. So anyway, off with you, Bill Burr, dismissed. Nobody cares. Stop trying to make the news, or make the news because, hey, be like, hey, I read it. I found out what all this stuff means. I don't want to support Nazis. I would rather actually have my job. But yeah, his quote was, I'm on that fucking show. And, like, you're lucky to be on that show, dude. Like, I don't know whose agent you got, what strings, what connections you got to get that show. You don't deserve it from any acting talent whatsoever. You kind of ruined it. Let's be real. I'm not just saying that because your attitudes right now. You kind of took everybody out of the magic by being so Bostonian. You obviously not even playing a character or exhibiting any acting skill. So do that next time if you get the chance. But maybe don't get the chance, because don't support the Nazis. That's who we should all be obviously and easily against. Thanks for considering me for the new Cara Dune, or for the new whatever Bill Burr was. But thanks, and y'all have a great day. And oh yeah, they also predicted the action figures were going to start selling off, because if you discontinue the action figure didn't do anything. Sell the action figure. Who cares? If you stop selling the action figure, it just perpetuates the whole like cult of Nazis that people are like, we got to go buy this action figure for as much as possible. Like censoring the Dr. Seuss books. Now everybody's got to go buy the Dr. Seuss books that you're not going to publish anymore. Just change them. Make a new edition. Something. Like, Dr. Seuss wasn't trying to be a racist. These people are trying to be a racist and trying to kind of like hide it or act like, oh, I didn't know what I was saying. Like, nah, cut that out. But people who what their real intentions are, like, give them some slack, or allow their stuff to be out there and in the public, so that people have it in a historical context. But stop the racism that affects everybody and every day. When this is in a show or a book, it affects people who choose to watch it. Instead of putting our attentions on censoring that kind of stuff, let's go to stopping the problem. The problem in this case, we're like, well, you were just saying it's good to fire Cara Dune, because she's part of the problem. Like, that helps to stop the problem, to stop giving these people paychecks and platforms. So anyway, thanks for listening to the new Cara Dune / new whatever Bill Burr was. And I'll take that job. You can shave this hair. Like, this hair will shave, believe it or not. Anyway, love you guys. Have a great day. Stay safe and keep watching.